The video briefly describes the steps to convert a commercially bought ZTR lawnmower and make it radio controlled. In my case, I started off with a Troy-built Mustang ZTR mower. So all of the schematics will match with this mower, but these steps should work with any ZTR mower. The steps can be broken down into three main sections: electrical, mechanical, and radio setups. First step is to find the electrical schematic for the mower you wish to convert. Using this schematic for the Troy build, you will have to identify all the safety switches and the best way to remove them from both the positive and negative side of your circuit. I have highlighted in green all of the switches that will need to be bypassed. In addition, the seat switch in the lower left of the schematic will also have to be removed. The easiest way I found to remove all the switches on the positive side of the circuit is to wire the key start circuit directly to the coil. In my case, this was cutting the orange-white wire from the coil and wiring it directly to the orange wire from the key start. To bypass the negative switches in the circuit, I went to the motor and found the yellow wire was ground. I cut this wire and wired it directly to the switch, with the other side of the switch going to the ground on the battery. Next step: how to turn the PTO on with the gear switch of the radio. To do this, I used a combination of a Dimension Engineering battle switch connected to a 30 amp relay, then to the positive side of the PTO. This gives you 30 amps of switching current up from the 10 amp that the battle switch offers. Here is the schematic for the radio control portion. Starting from left to right, I put a main power switch in that's connected to the relay and the S-Spec. The S-Spec is a Castle Creation S-Spec that converts 12 volts to 6 volts to power the quarter scale servos. The gear switch is connected to the battle switch and then to the relay. The elevator and ailerons are connected to the quarter scale servos, in my case a high-tech 805 BB, which are linked to the hydrostats via push rod setup demonstrated later in the video. The rudder servo is connected so it turns the switch off and on. This switch controls the ground to the mower, allowing you to turn the motor off via the radio control unit. One note on this diagram: currently I only have the bottom relay in my setup. This winter I'm planning on putting the top relay, which when set up with the NONC relay will shut down the power of the mower if the system loses 12 volts for any reason. This will help avoid a situation in you losing power to the receiver and the mower continuing to run.